Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television SD and this is the English Bulletin with me, Prajwal Nepali. The top stories first. KC appointed as Chief Minister of Lumbini Province. The new Chief Minister gets backing from Congress and Jasapa. NC Study Committee President report on party's active membership. Leadership discuss date of upcoming National Convention. Daily infection of coronavirus dropped to 3,260 cases. Number of active cases climbed to 38,000. Taliban claim capture of Kandahar. More than 10,000 provincial capital fall as insurgent advance. And Australian Olympians face harsh 28-day quarantine. Authorities blame this for high risk from Delta variant of coronavirus. And now the news in detail. Kulbahadur Keshi has been appointed as the Chief Minister of Lumbini Province. Province Chief Amit Sherzan yesterday appointed Keshi to the post as per Article 168(2) of the Constitution of Nepal. Keshi, a parliamentary party leader of CPN Mao Center, has been appointed as the Chief Minister of Lumbini Province government with the support of the Nepali Congress, Janata Samajwadi Party and Rashtriya Jana Morcha. His appointment comes a day after Shankar Pokhrel stepped down from the post following a no-confidence motion. The Central Working Committee meeting of the Nepali Congress on Thursday discussed the issues relating to the party's active membership as well as fixing new date for the party's 14th National Convention. The party had decided to hold its much-awaited National Convention from September 1 to 4 this year. Congress leader Ramesh Lekhak presented a report on active membership of the party during the meeting held at the personal residence at NC President and Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba. Lekhak was the coordinator of the Active Membership Study Committee formed to look into the disputes of active membership in the party. As per the report prepared by the committee, there are 852,711 active members in NC. The meeting also suggested to government to move ahead as per people's will and consensus among the ruling parties. The Supreme Court has directed medical colleges not to enroll more students than the seats allocated by Nepal Medical Council. In case the medical colleges receive more students, they are directed to adjust such number of seats under scholarship scheme in the next academic session, reached the verdict given by the Division Bench of Justices Anil Kumar Singh and Te Bahadur Keshi. Likewise, the Keshi has ordered to carry out the inspection and monitoring to confirm the implementation of the verdict. Furthermore, the court has ordered to access the impartiality and work performance of the official deployed to monitor the medical colleges. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 3,260 new cases of coronavirus across the country. With this, the total number of COVID-19 infection in the country has climbed to 725,769. On the other hand, 2,294 people recovered from the disease yesterday, taking the total number of recoveries to 677,377. The recovery rate stands at 93.3% according to the Ministry of Health and Population. The ministry informed yesterday that 33 people lost their lives across the country, taking the COVID-19 death toll to 10,212. The fatality rate in Nepal stands at 1.5%. The number of active cases in the country has climbed to 38,180. Among them, 34,838 are in home isolation and 3,342 in institutional isolation. Of the infected people, 737 are undergoing treatment in ICUs, while 183 people are receiving ventilator support and 441 are in quarantine facilities. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry informed that 2.92 million people have been fully vaccinated as of now, while 4.59 million people have received the first dose of vaccines against coronavirus. And now the news from economic front. Finance Minister Janata Sharma has directed the concerned officials to prepare a work plan on doubling inland revenue and implementing it effectively. Minister Sharma reminded that present work style could not contribute to the country's progress as internal revenue must be boosted. He said it during a meeting with Department of Inland Revenue of the ministry on Thursday. Minister Sharma assured that official assistants as human resources, technology and training so that they could meet the revenue target. Similarly, the department was asked how it could build a culture where taxpayers were attracted to pay tax. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. The Taliban have claimed the capture of Afghanistan's second largest city, Kandahar, in what would be a major win for the militants. The city was once the Taliban's stronghold and is strategically important as a leading trade hub. Several cities fell on Thursday in the most dramatic string of victories yet, BBC reported. Earlier, the Taliban took the strategically important city of Ghazni, in 10th provincial capital, to fall to the militants in less than a week. Taking Ghazni is thought to increase the likelihood that the Taliban could eventually aim to take Kabul itself. Almost a third of the country's 34 provincial capitals are now under Taliban control. The insurgents have moved at speed, seizing new territories almost daily as US and other foreign troops withdraw after 20 years of military operations. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Some Australian Olympians have been forced to stay in quarantine for 28 days after returning to their country from Tokyo Olympics. According to the BBC, athletes returning via Sydney to the state of South Australia are facing an extra 2-week quarantine, that is, on top of the 2 weeks already required for all overseas arrivals. The Australian Olympics Committee said the other countries are celebrating the return of their athletes, while the authorities in Australia were subjecting their athletes to the most cruel and uncaring treatment. They are being punished for proudly representing their country with distinction at the Olympic Games, the committee said sarcastically. The government of South Australia said the high risk of Delta strain of COVID-19 in New South Wales is the reason for additional requirements. We're at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. KC appointed as Chief Minister of Lumbini Province. The new Chief Minister gets backing from Congress and Jasapa. NC Study Committee President report on party's active membership. Leaders discuss date on upcoming National Convention. Daily infection of coronavirus drops to 3,260 cases. Number of active cases climbs to 38,000. Taliban claim capture of Kandahar. More than 10 provincial capitals fall as insurgents advance. And Australian Olympians face harsh 28 days quarantine. Authorities blame this for high risk from Delta variant of coronavirus. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including our website at janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television HD. Namaste.